Hello guys and welcome back with another video. Today we have a third part of what if Sasuke had Ulquiorra's powers. And of course, before we start, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly enjoy. Now shall we get started? Like in canon, nothing here really changes about Naruto's training except for, well, he could train harder. Yep. However, of course, Sasuke's training with Kakashi does have its differences, of course. Such as over the skip, Sasuke would learn more sword techniques, no taijutsu from Rock Lee this time, and would be able to his uses of the Chidori from, I believe, 2 to 5. I think it was 2 in the art to 5. Of course, we all know that doesn't really matter once we get to Shippuden. With that, we get on to our randomized matchups of this part of the finals of course, the tuning exams. And today we have, first we have, of course, Choji versus Shikamaru. And in the beginning, Choji would go on attack using his, I think it was called body expansion jutsu, to continuously attack Shikamaru, who of course would dodge and wouldn't give Shikamaru a chance to use shadow possession. As Shikamaru would start laying paper bombs over the field, as Choji would dodge these and eventually use the human ball jutsu, basically, most likely one of two jutsus he's only known for. As Shikamaru still lays the cheating paper bombs as they will start exploding, which Choji would dodge, but this will give Shikamaru, once in the right place, enough time to use shadow possession to stop Choji in his tracks, which would be conveniently or planned on a paper bomb which would explode right under Choji and would knock the guy out. Moving on. Naruto versus Hinata. Hinata likely gives up, or she wins due to superior fighting skills. I'd rather go with the latter. Either way, I don't really care, so let's go with the latter. Temari versus Gaara. She more than likely gives up. Temari versus Gaara. She more than likely gives up. Yeah, she does. Of course, last we have, and I swear this was randomized, Rock Lee versus Sasuke again. Much like in canon, Sasuke would show up late, and this would still. But besides that, in the beginning, Rock Lee still takes off his weights, and the two begin fighting. In terms of speed, Sasuke would have the advantage. But in terms of the superior fighting skill, this would obviously be Rock Lee's strong suit, although he wouldn't be able to really hurt Sasuke. And so in the beginning, Sasuke would really take the advantage here. That is until Rock Lee would start to open up the gates and would start to match Sasuke's speed and strength. And so the two... Anyways, it continues. And for Sasuke to use his Sharingan to be able to keep up with Rock Lee. Of course he would, and Sasuke would then formulate a plan, of course, as he would launch a Sero at a Rock Lee, who would of course dodge, as Sasuke would appear right in front of Rock Lee and would launch a more powerful Sero straight up point blank range, which would be able to lock out Rock Lee. Who could still do that cool standing thing, although it has been done before, but still can do it. Anyways, that ends this one, so on to our next matches. Naruto versus Sasuke. Sasuke wins. Yeah, no, Naruto really does nothing to Sasuke here. Nothing at all. Nothing. I would truly mean nothing. Actually, Sasuke could just stand there like an emotionless statue while Naruto punches him. It does nothing. Moving on. We got Shikamaru versus Gaara. Gaara does start off by attacking Shikamaru with his sand. As seeing Shikamaru's shadow, he would keep his distance so he doesn't get, paralyzed. as Shikamaru would have really nothing to destroy or damage. Well, damage would, well, he would be able to damage, but he would have nothing to really get through Gaara's sand shield or sand armor. Those are two different things, I promise. And Shikamaru would eventually give up. Moving on. Of course, we have for the final Sasuke versus Gaara, which nothing really changes much, except for the beatdown is much worse, and Sasuke is able to punch through that sand orb spike thing and still hit Gaara, and so the evasion basically starts as in canon. So for much more matches going on. Sasuke still chases after Gaara and still does have his brief scout with Tamara, which I do mean brief as he easily takes the woman down. And Kankuro wouldn't be much better. It's Kankuro. The guy has no wins if you count it. Think he's beating some out of 10 states in the 4th Great Ninja War? I don't know. Eventually, Sasuke does get to Gaara's unconscious body. And Shikaku would see this and would forcefully wake Gaara up in his mind. Forcing Gaara into, well, it's partial or full, no, full Shikaku will be the giant one. So I guess partial Shikaku transformation. As Sasuke would start to scrap with this version of Gaara, and the two would be pretty evenly matched, with Sasuke taking the advantage in speed here. And would use this to land multiple attacks. However, Gaara would use his superior. However, when Gaara does hit Sasuke, it would really, he would trap Sasuke when his the same thing he trapped Sakura in, and would use this to land multiple attacks on Sasuke. And Sasuke would break out of it with a Zero and would launch one at Gaara. And come at him and start slicing and hacking and slicing off Gaara's, well, sand limbs. And does use a Chidori, maybe or no, that was different. Use a Chidori to still pierce Gaara. And from here, Gaara does get full control to Shikaku and transforms into the full Shikaku. Of course, Sasuke tries to launch multiple attacks to this thing, but anything he does either regenerates from if it does do damage or does nothing. So Sasuke is just running away from this thing. Back with this one, Naruto would actually be fighting the Sound Ninja. Sound Jonin, these random guys. And Sakura would try to help. Keyword try. As Sasuke, when he's about to lose and likely die, would start to remember Itachi in the past, and now he can't lose here. And so his reactor would explode. I don't really think I bring that up much here. And Sasuke would and achieve his resurrection on a new form for him. As Sasuke would begin using, well, his wings to fly and dodge Shikaku's attacks, of course, he wouldn't actually be able to damage the giant thing, but he would be able to dodge, and still does. And would get to the top of Shikaku's head and would, believe it was wake Gaara back up, was the goal. And would wake Gaara back up, or forcing the giant Shikaku to go away, although no jutsu here. But he would wake the giant thing up. And I guess Gaara would be left on the ground unable to move. If he gets knocked out, will he go back to Shikaku? I guess that was more of a thing, so knocked out. Does Gaara ever sleep? Back to Naruto versus Sound Jonin. Eventually, he would have to activate at 6 the Kurama's chakra before nearly dying. At least a cloak of it. That is and fight them off. He tries his best to fight them off. That's until Asuma, like in canon, arrives and does take out the ninja. All of them. And from here, the rest of the arc basically remains the same. So hopefully you enjoyed. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And see you next time. Also, for Naruto could still make his way to go help Sasuke, see that the battle is done and could give Gaara talk no jutsu. So I guess Taught no Jitsu comes later in this scenario. But besides that, nothing really changes. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, most importantly, enjoy. And see you next time.